Back on camera. Just finished a ride. It's Tuesday here in Australia. Just went for a ride. Trained this morning. Got these 2 new tattoos. Got sugar there. White rice there. Man, my phone's fucked. You know, live for the game, man. Live for the game. But anyway, I wanted to make a video, right? And I know cunts can get in this video and be like, I always cop hate for this, man. I always cop hate for this topic, alright? But I want to talk about it because I love talking about this shit. And I was thinking about it on the ride, bro, because you know, you always think about weird shit riding. It's like training, it's like anything. Eventually, when stuff gets hard enough, you think about weird shit. And I was just thinking about this. I was talking about this with another mate the other day. I was talking about the skill of switching off, okay? Switching off is a skill that you're never taught, okay? You go to school, they don't teach you shit, okay? School doesn't teach you nothing, okay? School just teaches you to be a part of a fucking system, okay? Where they don't want you to think, okay? And if you think, it's fucked. Don't think. You got anxiety, you got depression, you know? It's just a cycle like that. Okay, so you never learn, fuck off phone, man. You never learn how to switch off, okay? And it becomes a major problem, okay? When you start getting older and you're pulled out of the system, okay? You're pulled out of school, okay? You don't have as many friends. You don't do as much shit. You don't learn to switch off, okay? You don't learn to switch off. And then all of a sudden, you're by yourself in a fucking room thinking you're going to kill yourself. Like, what the fuck? You start thinking of weird shit. You start thinking about your dad. You start thinking about your mum. You start thinking you're gay. You start thinking of bizarre fucking shit. And it happens to everyone. I know half the cunts watching have this, man. It happens to everyone. And you're just thinking, what the fuck? Why am I having these thoughts? And then you start thinking about thinking. And then it's just this big cycle. And then you're like, fuck, cunt, why am I thinking about thinking? And it's almost like a conversation between yourself that goes back and forth forever. And it's fucked. And then it's just like, man, and then everyone's just like, man, be positive, just fucking do this. And no one ever actually gives real advice on how to fucking conquer that shit, okay? How to conquer that shit, how to dominate. I'm going to say it flat out, depression's a weakness. If you're depressed, you're weak. Your mind is weak. You've never been taught to... that doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make you fucking a shit cunt. But I'm just saying, you're weak. Your mind... Not you're weak. Your mind is weak. But you are a part of... This is one whole thing. There's a leak. There's a weak link in the chain. Okay, so your mind is weak because you've never... And don't be hating it. But don't be sweating the fact that your mind's weak because no one ever taught you how to train your mind. Okay, no one ever taught you how to train your mind. That's why people find such, like, you know, exercise so beneficial. Because it strengthens your mind. But I'm saying that it strengthens the mind, right? It strengthens the mind. But even then, man, you can go through training 2, 3, 4 years and never learn how to switch off because you never really push the boundaries in anything. I'm talking in anything. I'm talking relationships, I'm talking work, I'm talking training, anything. High-level athletic performance, high-level anything requires the fact that you switch off. Watch the tennis. They play natty, not natty, whatever. You think Lance Armstrong fucking trained 6, 7 hours a day riding up fucking hills and the whole time he's thinking. Fuck no. Fuck no. The only time he thinks is when he's talking, like, he'd be G'ing himself up, but then he'd be switched off. Just go. Don't even think. Just move. It's like flowing. It's what they call, you know, that meditation state, okay? Not some fucking cunts doing Bikram yoga, chilling out, doing fuck all, you know. Anyone can be happy when you sit. All that shit's fucked. Don't even worry about that. Do you know what I mean? Don't even worry about that. That doesn't teach you how to switch off. That puts you in a fake environment. The thing I don't like about all that shit is it's such a fake environment, okay? It's got no carryover. Like, think about the carryover. Like, when the fuck are you in a fucking room with some bitch going namaste, breathe in, breathe out, walking you through? It's like school. They're just babying you. You don't want to be babied because you can't have some cunt hold your hand all the time. It's like training. You can't always train with someone, okay? You can't always have a training partner. Eventually, you're going to have to train by yourself, okay? And then what happens when you're fucking training and you're like, fuck, I hate my life, fuck, this sucks, and you can't switch off because you never develop that skill. So I'm G'd up. It's fucking 9 o'clock. I've almost ridden 100 Ks today. Heels, PR'd on a climb, trained this morning. I'm back at it, man. Back at it, tofu'd up, everything, bro. So I'm going to teach you how to conquer that shit. Because don't be some depressed, sad cunt. No one wants to be depressed. No one wants to be sad, anxiety. And the system wants you to be... Everyone wants, you know... Your mum's going to be like, oh, go see your doctor, go do this, go do this. Nah, fuck that. Read this book, read that. Man, I read The Power of Now, man, for so long. I was still depressed for like a year after that. And I read the book, but I never learned how to fucking switch off, man. Because you only switch off by through experience, man. Through fucking experience. Not through reading, not through going to yoga, not through fucking trying to act like you're positive and shit. Who cares, man? Who cares? So I'm going to teach you how to fix it. Number one is do that athletic performance thing. So whatever you want, choose something that's so fucking hard, okay? Very, very hard. That's key. It has to be fucking hard. Because if it's not hard, the thoughts aren't going to creep in, okay? If you're doing something hard, if the thoughts don't creep in, the negative thoughts don't creep in, it's not hard enough, okay? So if you're riding uphill and you're not thinking, you get no negative thoughts at all the whole time, it's not hard enough. If you're training and you get no negative thoughts for so long, you're not training hard enough, okay? That's what I mean. But that's what I mean. That's like it needs to be stimulating. Okay, stimulating to the point where you question everything. Okay, you question everything. You in the gym, you're like, fuck, I'd rather be outside playing with the babies out there, fucking kicking the footy around with my mates, drinking beers. You ride up the hill and you think, well, fuck, I wish I was back in the gym. Okay, and you're like, fuck, I hate my life. I want to run. I rode to Adelaide 900 fucking k's after 900 k's, right? And then that was almost double the amount of training I did on the bike before. Okay. And I just wanted to prove a point to my fans, man, my friends on YouTube, my viewers, whatever, my subs, that anything's fucking possible. And I knew, dude, that it was going to be tough. So I knew I was going to be having weird thoughts. I had weird thoughts, man. I had thought about running in front of trucks, killing myself, all this bizarre shit. But I was just like, man, switch off. Even when I couldn't switch off, I just fucking didn't even worry about it, man. Just detach myself from those thoughts and whatever. Okay, whatever. But I knew it was challenging. Now I'm mentally more of a rock, man. Because I just put myself in those gangster situations which push you to them limits where it's life and death, man. I know, man. I know it's life and death. But you've got to push yourself to that point because once you get past it, once you get past the suicidal thoughts, once you get past all the anxiety and depression, the fear and all that, it just strengthens you mentally. And there's no weak, and you know, anytime I see a weak little chain thing in my head, I fuck it off. Today I went up the hill, right? Got up to the hill and I told myself before I was going to do the hill, I said, Abdullah, you're going to do the hill twice. I did the hill once and I was like, fuck, I hit a PR, I want to go home. I became a storyteller. Don't become a storyteller when you tell yourself stories. You don't want to be a storyteller, okay? None of that Disney shit. Fuck that off. And I was like, got down, I was like, I was this close to going home, but I was like, man, be a man of your fucking word, man. Be a man of action. Do what you said you came here to do. Did it twice, went home, fucking, now I feel like a sicko. I'm about to smash 2 pizzas and a whole box of fucking Sultana brand, okay? But this always happens, man. This always fucking happens. I always lose my train of thought. Okay, but that's it, man. There's nothing like riding uphill. There's nothing like training hard. Your heart's racing. You're so tired. You're sad. All you want to do is crawl up and ball, kill yourself. All these things and all this weakness comes in. That's when you literally just have to learn to shut off. Okay, because that's the only way to make it through. It's got to be that life and death because there's only one option. You either pull up on the side of the road to Adelaide, kill yourself, not make it, or you keep going. You either pull over, no one's going to come pick you up, you're not going to make it, you're fucked. It's going to be some Wolf Creek shit, or you fucking go. You either make it up the hill, or you don't make it up the hill. It's win or lose, okay? It's win or lose in these situations. And that builds confidence and strength, man. You start falling into these pits of thought. You lose control of your mind when it's not strong, and you haven't trained it because you do fuck all. You know, that's what I mean, man. People can't stand to be by themselves. Learn to be by yourself, man. Learn to be by yourself. I'm not saying be by yourself all the time, but learn to be by yourself because when you're by yourself and there's no other inputs and outputs and whatever, don't sometimes take out the headphones when you're running up the hill. Take off your headphones when you're training because you just want clarity, okay? You need that clarity, man. But sometimes the headphones are distraction. The friend over there is distraction. Some cunts just hang out with each other and sit on their fucking phone and don't say fuck all. Because it's just the fact that other cunts sitting there, their mind is at ease. Their mind is at ease. They're not wondering. The thoughts aren't wondering. So that was my little video on it, man. Okay, that was my little video on it. Strengthen the mind. That's the most important thing you can ever do your whole life. Don't even worry about carbohydrates and water, man. Obviously, you need to live. But strengthen the mind. That's another good point, carbohydrates and water. You can make yourself weaker by default, by not getting carbs, not getting enough water, not getting enough sleep, okay? Nutrition, whatever you want to call it. You need that base, okay? You need that base. And when you have that base, if there's still weakness, you need to attack it. You need to put yourself in them situations where it's win or lose, life or death. And the thoughts creep in. That's a blessing. When the thoughts creep in, it's just another opportunity. It's just another opportunity for you to smash it. You need to live in the moment, man. Because that's where it is, man. I remember reading The Power of Now, and now that I've gone through all this shit, I realized that book was so right. And I've gone through it. I've just, it makes more sense to me. Do you know what I mean? You can't be thinking about other shit, you know what I mean? Thinking about what's happening. Why am I thinking? What's this? What's going to happen next? That's what the system, that's what society wants you to do. The system, whatever you want to call it. Be thinking all the time. I need the new car. What happens next year when I don't make enough money? I need to work hard on my job. I need to do this. I need to do that. And it's just worries and worries and worries and worries and worries and worries. Oh, I saw an ad last night. I saw an ad last night on YouTube about depression and shit. And I was thinking, man, fuck this cunt, man. They're just trying to put it in your fucking head. You're anxious. You're anxious. If your heart beats quick, you're anxious. If you can't get it hard on, you're depressed. You need more this. You need more that. You need more that. You don't need anything, man. You need exercise, you need water, you need sleep, you need nutrition, and you need some alone fucking time with you and your thoughts, okay? You and your thoughts. Thinking's not a bad thing, but if you can get out of control, it can be the end of you, and you can end up in a fucking nurse in your backyard, and you ruin your mum's and your whole family's life, okay? So, that's it, man. That's the fucking video. Hopefully I'll be back tomorrow on camera. I'm G'd up. Leave comments down below. Tell me what you want to see, bro. Tell me what you want to see. If you want any questions, answer it. Even if it's training and nutrition questions, I still answer all that shit. I don't give a fuck. I still keep my mind sharp with all the new training and nutrition info, so I can still give good advice. Do you know what I mean? But I like talking about life. I like talking about stuff because I know that most people can get the training and nutrition down pat easy, okay? But they can't, do the training. Thoughts creep in. They feel like all this whack shit, and that affects so many fucking people, from ages of 0 even to fucking, I know dudes who are, I know dudes who are 70, 80, depressed as fuck, man, depressed as fuck, washed out in their head. You don't want to be like that, man. I know cunts who fucking dad died, brother died, in jail, people been raped, all this shit, and they're so fucking switched on, and they're so positive, whatever you want to call it, namaste, fucking whatever, just so switched on, crushing it on the daily, man. Because it really is just about strengthening the mind, okay? It's all about situation. Put yourself in that situation, strengthen the mind. G up, fucking like, support, share, all that shit. Leave comments on what you want to see. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm about to eat the pizza and go to bed. Do it all again tomorrow, man. I don't, some people are like, oh, I wake up and I thank God that I'm awake and all this. All fucking talk, okay? I wake up. And, sometimes I do. I go, fuck, thank God, dude, I slept good. Thank God, I had a good sleep. But then it's just every single thing, opportunity, cunt. Just opportunities all fucking day long. You see a hot girl, go tell her she's hot. Okay? Go tell her she's hot. You feel bad, start feeling good. You have a negative thought, fuck it off. Okay? G up. Alright? I'm out here. Peace.